Alright, welcome back everyone. Rock here. So I just got my computer just froze for a bit there, so I had to restart the stream. So hopefully everything's going fine now, and it looks like it's going fine. So I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna open the file that I was working on. This is the oh my gosh, what happened here? Oh my gosh! Wow, took quite a bit to load there. Okay, so here's what we have so far for our Goldar, and I'm digging it so far. We've got a bit of the armor painted, and we're gonna probably add some more shine to him today. I'm thinking maybe to go on for maybe the next hour. We'll see. We'll see how much we can get done in the next hour. This will be a pretty short stream, of course. Don't really have much to go on, so I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right layer. Let's see, which one is this? Outline. Yeah, so I was looking at the as the image loaded, I think the outline probably took the longest to load. Okay, so that's the sword. Got the highlight. Okay, so it's on the highlight layer. I'm gonna see if I can. You know what? I'm gonna paint the rest of his armor, so we probably can get like the gold. Actually, I can get to that a little later. Ah, we lost all the colors. That's okay. I wanted to get the colors back, and now they're gone. I think a method to keep those intact, those colors intact, is to actually paint it on the canvas itself and just save it that way. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So let's see, gold. So this is the gold. I'm gonna keep the gold the way it is right now. I'm gonna work on the highlights for the rest of the armor. I'm gonna adjust this brush size. I believe it should be this one. Get it to the right sizes and whatnot. I think probably go for 10-10 maybe? Yeah, 10-10 is probably the best way to go. Maybe try like a softer hardness. I don't want to go too hard on it, but I think having a more softer or less hardness gives it like a more softer edges. So let's try this out. I'm gonna zoom in on the image. Let's get a good look at this. Okay. Yeah, I think around there should be good. Make the brush size a little smaller. Definitely want his the knuckles part of his gauntlets a little more shiny. I think underneath the shine or the highlights, definitely want to get it like a different, like a more reddish tone to it, like the orange that I had previously. I gotta find the right orange color. I was also thinking to try maybe a different shade of gold. Like I know I have the yellow. It's like an orangey yellow. And kind of want to get it more muted color, like a more brownish muted, because it seems from the look of the show like that seems to be the color that they tend to go for in the show. So, but this one's a very gold, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. We'll try some things out. I feel like I'll be spending a lot of time on this Goldar. I'm gonna probably adjust the opacity to like 20 or around 20. let's get the bigger size. Oop, that's a little too big. I think no more than 10, size 10 should be good. Let's get some on this side too. It should decrease image. Yeah, there you go. Something like this. Alright, let's go back to a more smaller size. So I think having the highlights is probably the easy part for me. It's more about like knowing where the sun or the lighting or the light source is. I think that's the term that they tend to use. I think if I didn't know that term, I would just call the sun or sunlight, because that's pretty much what I was brought up to know when it comes to, like, you know, lighting and all that. I would just call it light, sunlight. This part's gonna be a little bit tricky, or let me increase the opacity a bit. It's supposed to make him look like he's got like I mentioned before. These are the golf ball patterns, and I think it's meant to look like it's scales or something. Maybe, I don't know. We don't really get a really firm look at how that pattern part of his armor looks like, and whether or not they are consistent throughout the rest of the armor, but this is just how I take it. Size. I was thinking to maybe adjust the armor a bit, at least for the shoulder here. I feel like I should lower this part, if you know what I mean. Because I think these two shoulder parts should be traded. Just the way they look, it's not, I don't know, I feel like I should trade spots with both of them. That's okay. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. But I definitely see what what should be done. should be less of the shine on as we get closer to the top of his chest. Unless the shine is coming from like front side, but I'll add some maybe little bits here around the little gems and any of the edges of the armor, just to give it a little bit more definition. Possibly some on his collar here, so I'm gonna decrease the size so I can get in there. And do that for this part too. So the way I have it is I feel like the sunlight or the light source is placed somewhere on top of them, and maybe there's some parts in front of them that, you know, it would show up. So that's how I'm picturing it. Alright, I'm gonna add a little more here and there, maybe not too much. Okay. Add some here and there. Not sure if I want to add any more, like under where his hands are. Maybe somewhere here. Not too shiny, I think. Just more of a duller shine. Yeah, there we go. I was thinking of. I was also thinking of maybe trying a different base color than what he currently has. Is a very bright yellow. So I kind of want to try a more dull yellow color. So let's see. Yeah, so it's definitely the gold. Alright. Let me see the highlights. I don't want to go too far into that. So this is how the gold looks like without the highlights. And I don't think I can. Oh wait. Color is where his gloves are, and the other parts of his body. Okay, so alright, so gold is only strictly his armor. Gold, alright. So knowing that, I'm gonna try and see what other colors work with this. I'm gonna have to use the color picker here and see which yellow. Okay. So going from there, I'm gonna go to the color palette and see if I can adjust it so I can find the right or the next color that I want to use. I'm gonna try 30 and 30. See how this looks. Okay, so this color here, this is kind of the color that I use for the placement gold. So this is just the placement color in the background there, so I've enabled it. I'm gonna disable the gold layer. So this was the placement color that I put previously. So I feel like this color, like a cross between this and that gold. So basically, the one I have right now, set right now, in the color wheel or thingy, is probably the color that I want because it's a little bit more close, like in between that and that. So I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how it looks. See, now I'm thinking maybe I should try on different parts of his armors. Oh man. Also, this also looks like the color in between, just under the orange. So I'm gonna try it. So yeah. So it's basically that. Okay, I see now. Alright. So I guess in that sense, it is the old gold. Old gold. I'm gonna try. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna adjust the opacity to 10, and then I'll probably add some shade to it instead. I might just keep this current one. Maybe this bright yellow could add to it. I don't know. Alright, let me see. Adjust the size a bit. Okay, so the 10% is fine. I think I can work with this 10%. Although I can't really tell. I think 20 should be a little bit better. Yeah. I think 20 works really well. I think with the 20 I can definitely make it look a little more faded in. And not as comic-y as I did previously. So this kind of helps make it look, you know, less comic-y. I'm definitely going to want a darker, like a darker gold, so I can do the shadows, like the darker shadows. Like how I did over here, but maybe a little darker. I think I kind of want it a little darker there. But so far, I think this color bodes well. I'm kind of missing... I feel like it's like faded too much, so maybe I should go with a comic look, huh? I'll put it at 25. this side as well. I feel like I should put the shading on a different layer, but it's okay. And again, already manage. Oh, don't want to go on that part. I feel like it could definitely go a little darker. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go for a little darker one. Yeah, I think like somewhere around here is probably good enough. Also gonna note that this part of the armor is not as shiny as it should. So I gotta color the right spots. And I also still need to make that layer for the sword, but I'll get to that. That's probably be the last part we'll do. The coloring for the sword. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna need some more darker colors later. Alright. Maybe I should keep it at 6. Like around 6 should be good. See, the shade is looking more solid and solid. Maybe I should try the opacity. Oh no, still looks like it's a very solid color. There's like, maybe it's a soft, like even the hardness is like, I'm gonna bring it all the way down. I want to see what happens. Yeah, it still looks, I don't know. I guess I just gotta work with it, huh? Like it still looks solid in some cases. Even with this brush, I think the other brush, I think this one here, is the one with the softer edges. This one is not so much. I don't know. I still have yet to learn these tools in the draw pile, but it's okay. Learn as we go. Alright, just bring it down to 6. Man, I don't feel like these are dark enough. I need to be a little darker to work with. Also, there's like other layers of colors that I want to add to this. So we're nowhere near done yet. I think gold is a very interesting color. Like it just requires a lot more than standard. Okay. Alright, go for a darker color. I want to see what this looks like. Huh, it's not really that dark. Let's try it even darker. Okay, this one might be good. Hardness is at 30.